Whew, I'm jamming. Welcome to episode 39. I'm your host, DJ Is, my lovely co-host, Miss Chloe. So, Chloe, we just got hit with a last-minute update that we had to lock in really quick. I hope we get our folks back in our Q&A.
I know.
I saw some new names in our chat room, and hopefully we'll be able to get them locked back in. Whatever. We keep it moving. We roll with the new updates and the new technology hiccups or whatever. But anyway,
look, it's a metaphor for life.
Absolutely. So we still make it happen. So welcome everyone. If you're tuning in, I know we're 10 minutes outside of our start time, but it's all good. We're gonna keep it moving. Again, I'm your host, DJ Is. We're here with show 39, and it seems like we're just running through shows now, Chloe. I don't know what it is.
Shows and jobs.
And by the way, since we're speaking of jobs, do not forget we got 5 jobs that we run through on the show, and then we got 5 additional jobs on our website. Chloe, let's let them know where they can find those additional jobs as well.
Guys, you want to find these jobs, you want to make sure that you check out rrfedu.com/connected/latest. And that's where all of our jobs are going to be posted. And This is probably also a great time to say where you can find us across social media, and you want to find us across the socials.
Absolutely.
We are at Instagram, at Twitter, the Book of Face, all of that at Is Connected. And you can also be watching us live. Make sure you're watching us on our official Powered by Recording connection, because that gets special integrated features that are a little bit different.
Yes.
I don't want to say special, but different.
Yeah, absolutely. And also for those of you who are on the move, on the go, be sure to tune in with us on our iTunes podcast and our Google Play. And I like to always kind of reiterate that, because I know a lot of folks can't get in front of their computer or what have you. So that is another option for our viewers. So Chloe, I want to talk to you about your week. I saw a post that we featured on Is Connected, and it really looked like this Western town, and kind of like dive into me what that was about. I'm sure you were shooting, of course, right?
Sure, I was shooting. I had the great fortune of getting to work on the Think and Grow Rich movie. And it's based on the book that we all have known. And oh my goodness, so much love in our feed.
I know.
It's so much love. Christine says, "What's good, Cloud? What's poppin', Christine?" Hey, Joel. And so I got to play a young Mary McLeod Bethune. So if nobody knows who she is, you should look her up, because she is one of the first, not just African Americans, but African American women to start a school. And she helped to found Bethune-Cookman College and all of these amazing things. And we're not talking about a few years ago. We're talking about this woman was born in 1875, right? Wow. I know. Howard, I don't know if we still have the photo. There's a lot of things that happen, but we will be. Oh, that's it. He does. That's a photo of me in the full get up and garb.
Full Monty.
Full Monty.
Yeah. That's dope.
Ghost town. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope, because when I saw it, it reminded me, because I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, so it reminded me of the Western town that was on Back to the Future 3, and I was like, damn, where's that located at? So
Joel said, I thought she was shooting in front of a Cracker Barrel. No, Joel, it was not a Cracker Barrel. It was a real legit ghost town in California, in a place called Barstow.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. So how many days were you out there, Chloe?
I was out there shooting one day, but just shot, which is great, because this is haunted.
Wow.
And then I came back because I'm also working on the musical, the David Bowie show. So it's a lot of.
Wait, hold on. Don't try to skim over that. Now tell me about the incredible David Bowie thing that you're doing.
So I am in a musical that's called Little Drummer Bowie. It is with the Theater Company, aka the Trubies. They've been around forever. The theater was founded by Gary Marshall, the late great Gary Marshall, and this show is a musical parody and an homage to the music of David Bowie. It's a mashup between that and some holiday stories that we know and love, and this company is amazing. And if you're in the LA area, we open December 8th and we run through January 15th. So I would encourage you, if the tickets are they're selling beyond selling. So if you're
No.
in the LA area, let me know, because I'll see if I can put in a word.
That's dope, Chloe. That's dope, man. Well, it's always good to hear what you got going on during the week. So, we got a lot of like names I haven't seen pop up on our Q&A. So I want to take this moment to shout out Joel, Trinell, Michael, Desiree, Joe, Christine. Cats are
there.
one of our super faithfuls. What's up, Cats?
Tommy's there. Yeah, I mean, Tommy and Desiree. We thank you all so much. Tommy and Desiree sent us stuff, guys. We've been swamped this week, and just give us a little more time to get back to you. But thank you so much to send, guys. Please send your stuff. Connected at rrfedu.com. Send us your stuff, the music we want to hear, and we want to see, we want to experience you.
And shout out to Mason. This is his first time here, so I hope he gets a great experience with what we're doing here every Monday. So, let's take this time, Chloe, to kind of dive in this survey information that we were talking about. Miss Like a Boss.
Yes. So, guys, we want to do a quick survey all throughout this show as we're going about it. What we want to know is, what is your favorite social media platform? And just pop it in there. It's a poll. But yeah, just a survey, super easy. For those of you that are watching on our official Powered by Recording connection, it's going to be on the right-hand side of your screen. And we'll be taking your tallies, tally, poll, vote, all of these things that we are so familiar with right now. We'll be taking them throughout the show. And when it comes time for Q&A, we'll pop in and see what the results are, just to get a baseline, an idea.
Yeah. And also, too, guys, be sure to keep sending in as much stuff as you possibly can, whether it's your resume, whether it's music, whether it's concepts, ideas. And again, shout out to Cool J Love Music. Again, we are featuring her music as our opening piece and our closing piece. So, I want to definitely keep encouraging you guys to let's keep this thing moving. We want to know as much as we possibly can about you so we can help and guide you and help you get on that career path that, eventually you'll find yourself wanting to love. So, another thing, too, before we get into our amazing grind ops, Chloe, what do we usually like to tell our folks to do?
Oh, guys, we know, right? We got to get our pens and our papers, our pens and our notepads, our pens and our texting thumb phones, for those of us that are looking to be a bit more green, and just take notes and leave your ego at the door, bring your open spirit, your open mind.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, Chloe. I couldn't have said it any better. I know, pads and pens. I don't know if that kind of is that a thing of the past?
No.
Exactly.
No. No.
You better tell them.
No.
So here we go, guys. We're gonna dive into our grind ops for today. First grind up is in the field of recording for all our engineers, aspiring engineers, experienced engineers, what have you. This is for you guys. So this is Voiceover Lab Audio Engineer. And this is for the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. This is based out of New York. So this is a good opportunity. The great thing about SAG and AFTRA is they've been around forever. So they ain't going anywhere. So this could be a great opportunity for you guys who are looking to get in the field of, audio engineering. So check this out. Engineer will be responsible for recording and coaching voice-over actors during practice sessions, auditions, and workshops. Candidate must be able to be proficient in Pro Tools, Audacity, Reaper, and Twisted Wave. Mixing experience is a plus. Usually when they say it's a plus, it's really a plus. So it's
an encouraged plus.
Encouraged plus, exactly. Also, candidate will be responsible for lab orientations and other audio workshops as well. So check this out. I think in these particular environments, Chloe, when you're, obviously being, you're recording and coaching voiceover, you're dealing with actors and, a variety of people, a variety of characteristics. You definitely want to be a people person in this environment. You want to know how much to say and how much not to say, kind of be a fly on the wall. But it sounds cool. I mean, some of these different things are, you'll be dealing with auditions and workshops, practice sessions. So, you'll be hearing folks mess up a lot. But, you want to be able to be able to work in a fast-paced environment. And they're asking you to be proficient in a variety of platforms, which is Pro Tools.
That's better than okay.
Reaper, and Twisted Wave. So you definitely want to make sure you're up to speed on those various recording platforms. Don't get in there, Mr. Slowpoke. And like we said, Chloe, it's an encouraged plus if you do have mixing experience.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
And
this
patience, also patience. And
yeah,
you tapped on this, but you're dealing with actors. We are a very specific breed. We're like musicians. We're all this, but and how we translate, and especially with voice, because it's a very specific kind of acting. It's like hitting a mark with just your vocal. Nobody's looking at anything else.
right.
And being able to talk people down from the ledge is oftentimes a part of it. Constructive feedback, all of that.
And just to capture on the last detail, you'll also be responsible for lab orientations and other audio workshops. So you got to be able to assemble groups of people, structure, timely, all those things, and they'll work, all together. So if you're a person who has those capabilities, you might be a great fit for this, grind up that we're offering here. So again, another thing, folks, keep in mind these grind ups are only made available through what we're doing here every Monday, which is connected. So definitely keep that in mind. So it actually makes the crumbs on the table a lot more like together for
Highly.
to actually go out there and make happen. So definitely keep that in mind. So that's it for grind number 1. Again, that was in the field of recording, and that's in New York, New York. Chloe, I'm going to let you hit grind up number 2. And by the way, this is an exciting grind up because this is in the field of culinary for all our aspiring chefs. Chloe, take it away, honey.
Sure. So this grind up number 2 is Cook Food Prep, a leading Canadian-based hotel management company is seeking a cook to prepare all food items according to standard recipe and prep cards. And this is coming to you out of Alpine, Texas.
Alpine,
Texas. This is our responsibilities are going to be to receive, inventory, and store food from vendors. This includes having the ability to grasp, lift, and or carry, or otherwise move or push goods weighing a maximum of 60 pounds. Read and verify quantity, weight, pricing, and quality of the product received. Candidate must have the ability to handle high-pressure situations, good organizational skills, and a willingness to complete required paperwork such as waste reports, create new menus, etc. Excellent communication and people skills.
That's a handful of details. So I hope you folks were able to capture all of that. And shout out to our partnership at CASA Schools for bringing in our culinary jobs. So I would think that anybody who has some experience in cooking, being a chef, that you kind of know what these notes pertain to, and just the detailed information here and how to get it going and make it happen. Again, for all I don't know how many chefs we have here joining us.
Hopefully some. If you're a chef, shout out.
Yeah, if you cook, we're not talking about cereal or oatmeal. We're talking about like Chloe's like, nah,
if people are coming to your house for Thanksgiving.
Right. So, that's definitely something to definitely pursue and make happen for any aspiring chefs here with us today. Again, this is another beneficial aspect of what we do here outside of film recording, radio, and those things. So shout out to that culinary job, grind up. We're going to move into grind up number 3. Which is in the field of recording again. So this is a great Monday for all our aspiring recording engineers. I see one of our Q&A folks, Mason, said he's definitely Joel is into getting into voiceover work. So here's some opportunities for you guys. Okay, guys, this is film production company seeking a sound editor for documentaries. This is located in Los Angeles, California, our hometown.
Woohoo!
So here we go, folks. Candidate must have experience using Pro Tools and be able to work with sound effects and Foley. Candidate must be organized and able to work under different network deadlines. In order to be considered, candidates must have a demo of work using some effects and Foley. Candidate will be under contract, not hourly wage. Okay. Have you seen that before, Chloe? Candidate not under contract or under contract, not hourly wage?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like one end of it being on salary, the other end of it being on, like, from an actor, you're on different kinds of contracts depending on how many, like, some actors are on weekly contracts, some are like 3-day contracts, all that sort of stuff.
Right. Okay. So the cool thing too here, guys, is they're asking you for a demo of work using sound effects and Foley. And so, keep in mind when I say send in stuff, this is kind of where we can kind of help mold you or mold what it is you have and put it in the best presentation kind of experience possible. So, when you get opportunities like this that ask to see a body of work or a sizzle reel or what have you, these are, key areas that we can definitely help you put something together. Some folks don't know, Chloe. Some folks, especially when it comes to the resume, they're like, well,
yes,
is it smoke and mirrors? Do I need to put this? Do I need to put that? So we can get in there early with you guys and get the best presentation possible in these areas. And also,
it's different for everybody too, I should say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you got to be organized and be able to work under, different network deadlines. Not everybody does well under deadlines, but you got to be able to deliver, and you got to be able to execute when they need it, when they're asking for it. And, as you get into, situations that require some of these things, you'll find out the best strategy on how to set a target out and actually execute it. Even when you're working with a group of people, because Chloe, working with a group of people, it's very hard to meet deadlines because everybody's got something going on. And, oh, you know what? I meant to get to it, or
but I didn't, and I tried, but my kids and my cat,
And then your boss gives you this finger movement, and he says, "Yeah, that's the world's smallest violin." So, you just, those are things to keep in mind. And so, again, this is in the field of recording, and this was in Los Angeles, California. We're going to move on to grind out number 4. Grind out number 4 is in the field of radio. Go ahead, Chloe. Go on and tell them what this one's about.
This is in the field of radio, a morning show producer part-time. A radio station is seeking the morning show producer that will be in charge of any activities in the studio and control room. And this is coming to you out of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out, Georgia. Georgia. Oh, we didn't pick that. It's fine. I said that. Candidate will be in charge. Radio station seeking. I just said that. He or she will ensure technical quality of sound for programs originating in the studio from syndication or from remote pickup points. Candidate will be in charge of directing the talent through the game plan of the show. Must be familiar with social media. Candidate being familiar with screening phone calls, booking appropriate guests, and conducting pre- and post-show meetings. Candidate must have at least 1 year of experience in radio and live media. Punctuality is a must.
Always.
As a team will be assigned to the producer. This role may convert to a full-time after 3 months based on performance. Light travel may be required. Bam.
That's a lot of hats. But what I do like is that, I'd like to think of all our grind ops as, a based on performance kind of thing. I like to think of, these opportunities for folks to get in and really deliver, really execute so that the people who are the decision makers can see something in you that, oh man, I need that, and look at these grind ops as a way to build opportunity for yourselves and grow, so here you have it, may convert to a full-time position after 3 months. Well, that should always be at the forefront of your mind in any type of job setting that you're in, is looking to get in there and really stand out and execute, be the person that's there before everyone and the last person leave. Like, those are the fundamentals and practices that you want to get going in your day-to-day routine, period. You just want to deliver. So, they're asking for, 1 year of experience in radio and live media, which is a great thing. I think, in a lot of these jobs that we bring them, Chloe, they're really incredible jobs, and they really do require some bit of experience, and that's what gets you in there and allows you to kind of navigate and just flow until you kind of get your feet planted.
These are not internships. There's nothing wrong with internships. These are jobs. And
another thing too. So just looking at some of these, Chloe, it's saying you'll be in charge of directing the talent, the game plan of the show. You got to be familiar with social media, screen phone calls, book appropriate guests. So you're doing a lot here. Like you're
doing the work of several people.
Yeah. So you're leading You know, so you got to have that personality that emotes that kind of, you know, leadership. Anything else, Chloe?
That's not self-explanatory. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we
light
hit on all the
travel.
major things.
They're saying light travel may be required, which is always fun with a gig. You know, to travel a little. And it says light, so I'm assuming it's not going to be a whole lot, but just something to keep in mind.
Start though, because who knows? If you're not open to travel, this might not be the thing for you. Because when people say light travel, yeah, it can start out light, but then you get in there, you do your thing, it's great, 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 and more opportunities come about. Light travel could turn into more than that.
Right, right. So moving on to grind out number 5, which is in the field of film. We're knocking these out today. By the way, do we let us know if we have any folks that are into film on our Q&A.
For sure.
I want to see if we got some folks here who can get down with the camera. So,
and please also make sure you're doing a survey because we'll be closing that poll pretty soon.
Yeah, get us that survey info. So this is in the field of film. This is video editor. Paladin is seeking a video editor that is a natural storyteller, has an artistic eye, and wants to work for a vibrant and creative organization. Sign me up, because that's anytime that's the explanation for a company, that always sounds fun. This is located in Los Angeles, California. So that's two grind ops in LA.
You're holding it down today.
Holding it down. So here we go. Candidate will be editing campaign promotional videos and mini documentaries, short form content, producing content, editing, color correction, motion graphics and audio, and working with production teams on new projects under strict time constraints. Candidate must have experience with YouTube or any other multi-channel networks. Experience with Adobe Premiere and Photoshop required. Candidate must have excellent verbal, analytical, organizational, and written communicational skills.
Damn.
All
it
of that.
doesn't get any clearer than that.
All of that. Now I see. Of course, our man Katz is all about film, so he's definitely one of our film candidates here. But you know those were very detailed information about this grind up. I mean, you know, experience with Adobe Premiere and Photoshop required, and I'm sure anybody who's in film, I know for you, Katz, I know you definitely know what Adobe Premiere and Photoshop. I know you're up to speed on those.
Oh, so and Corey says that he's here for Corey says, I'm here for film and video in Atlanta. All right, Corey. Did you see the one that we just did for Atlanta? The grind up? Holler back. Continue.
Let us know. Let us know, Corey, because that was in the field of radio, but the cool thing is, Corey,
that's right.
We've had numerous jobs come your way in Atlanta, and I'm sure we've had a couple film jobs there. So the cool thing is, what you can do is definitely go to our website, which is rrfedu.com/connected, and you'll see all of our grind outs today. There's definitely a lot there that you'll find are in Atlanta, so definitely check that out. For our film cats, just to touch on a little more for this particular grind out, you know, they're talking about editing campaign promotional videos, mini documentary, short form content, producing content, editing, color correction, motion graphics, and audio, and working with production teams. So I just kind of wanted to reiterate that, Chloe, because that's a lot of duties for them to be up to speed on. So definitely make sure you lock in those details, folks. I don't know if you're jotting them down or texting them to yourself or putting them in your notes, but definitely make sure you have those details, because there's a lot there.
And also experience with YouTube and other multi-channel network. That's super important nowadays, because that's the way that I was going to say that's the wave of the future. It's the present. That's where, you know, that's just what's happening to network TV. People are moving away from these big broadcast stations and going into something more immediate and more online based, and creating networks just exist there clearly. So to get into that.
Yeah. So folks, that is our 5th grind up of the day. Please keep in mind that we have another additional 5 grind ups on our website. Again, let me give that to you. That's rrfedu.com/connected. You will there find our additional 5 grind ups. Okay, guys. So that's a total. That's a total of 10.
And this week's we got film jobs in Missouri, Alabama, and Indiana, as well as radio jobs in Oregon and Missouri. Just by the by, and that's all on our connected site. Before we get into the the Q&A. We do have our poll results.
We got them in?
We got them.
Okay.
So it looks like in terms of how people like social media and how they consume it, their favorite, but with a whopping 67% is Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Instagram, 28%, and Twitter at 6%. Interesting. Very interesting. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you for getting us that. And also too, so I got a chance to sit down, Chloe, and kind of like give my explanation on what the School of Hard Knocks is.
Yes.
And just in some of these workplaces, everybody kind of has their own idea of like what the School of Hard Knocks is, and I just like to think of it as just pretty much the fundamentals of how to get out there and the fundamentals of what the experience is on your journey up.
Yes.
School of Hard Knocks is something that I like to say most schools can't teach you, because School of Hard Knocks is really real time, real experiences that you learn from, whether good or bad. And you learn the most from the bad experiences.
You sure do.
Which gets your butt into gear really quick. So I like to cut to this clip that I did and sat down and got to kind of give my explanation on School of Hard Knocks. So check it out.
I love it.
There's no better classroom than the actual, world itself. For an engineer, there's no better classroom than the studio. For a guy who loves to shoot, with his camera or shoot videos, there's no better classroom than the set, and learning how to work with people. That's the biggest thing, is understanding the climate of a room, and then being able to learn the room, know the room, and then have that language that works with creators. That comes with time, and that no institution is going to be able to supply that for you.
So you're an advocate of real world education.
I'm a serious advocate of real world, real environment education, because that's truly when the tires went the road. That's like, that's the mileage that counts on your vehicle. Like, to me, the traditional platform of education is your vehicle that sits in the garage, doesn't get any miles on it. And the real world is when you put that car in motion and then you start accumulating miles.
Accumulate those miles.
Accumulate
those miles.
You got to accumulate those miles. And, I think where traditional education is kind of running into that stop sign now is because people are obtaining information in a different way.
Oh.
And this generation gets the best experience and best knowledge and information in the real world. Mm-hmm. This isn't, the idea and concept of let me practice, and then here comes the real world. Well, what you realize is what you've been practicing, that don't even exist anymore. Like, what you're practicing for doesn't exist anymore. It's connectivity. It's sitting with folks. It's having conversations. It's learning how folks do something and say, oh, well, I never thought of things like that. Let me see. And really applying it to what it is you're already doing. And classrooms these days, unfortunately, aren't teaching folks and kids and preparing them in the way for where the world is turning. And so, college degrees and all that. I mean, I know for me as a business owner, I look at a college degree as almost a hindrance for you to learn outside of what you've been fed. And, when you get into the creative roles of film and even acting, Chloe, like, no book is going to teach you that. Like, no book is going to teach you that. It's real, like, application upon, like, what you've experienced and how you apply it to yourself. And to me, I think, folks always ask, well, I went to school and, can I, and just where things are going and as people are developing their own business, they're looking for certain dynamics that you can't find and can't learn through a traditional educational system. And that's, that was kind of like my take on it.
Here's also what I would like to add. As a person that did go to school for it, right? You have all of the textbook learning that money can buy. and so thankful for that. And I will say that in my experience as an actor, it's different for everybody. The majority, to your point, of what I have learned in terms of how to apply it has been while being on set or behind a camera or in the school of hard knocks, because
Right.
you know, Puritan work ethic is what we're kind of, that whole idea of go to school, work hard, blah blah blah. That is all based on the Puritan work ethic, and it's just we as people are asking questions and shifting and changing, and I think that accounts for everything that you're saying.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Well said. So with that, we got some serious Q&A. We got a couple folks asking some questions. I saw we got a question from Ken. Ken says, hello, from Las Vegas again. You instructed me last week to drop you an email for Vegas and ATL. Where do I send the email? You're going to send that email to connected@rrfedu.com. Okay? So that's where you want to get us any and all info, guys, for those who have similar questions. What else do we have here, Chloe?
We have something. Michael says, fingers crossed for Grind Up in Chicago for audio engineering.
Oh,
guys, please send out the vibes. Vibes, fingers crossed, sending you all of the vibes, Michael. Yeah. All of the vibes for this Grind Up in Chicago.
Michael, also too, Michael, if you need any help, any information, any advice on that end prior to applying, man, make sure you get at us. Send us an email. Let's make sure we do our best to help lock this gig down for you, all right?
Right? And let us know how it goes. Again, guys, wait, can we just everybody stop what you're doing right now and just take a moment to send good vibes Michael's way? Just like 3 seconds. Ready? And vibe it.
Sent. There you go.
There we are. Thank you, Joel. Joel said, congrats for the shoot. Love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, Think and Grow Rich is an amazing book. Kat says, is looking like a step out of the 1980s. He must have come back fresh from New York, which he did.
I did. And, you know, in Cali, we got just hot sun all throughout the year. So thank God we finally had some rain, which inspired me to put on my fresh little Adidas sweatsuit. So thank you, man. Thank you, Cats. I appreciate that.
And we didn't even talk about your New York trip.
I know it's a lot to talk about, and I wanted to talk about it, but we were 10 minutes into, you know, just starting the show. So I'm gonna make sure I speak a little bit about it on next show.
Okay.
But also too, Chloe, we got a question from Mason. He says, "Hey, Chloe, where do I send my resume?" You're gonna want to send your resume to connected@rrfedu.com. Okay. So any folks that have any similar questions like that, as far as how do I reach out? Where do I send music? Where do I send resumes? Make sure you write that down. Keep that in your notes. That's where you can get at us all the time for everything.
We got a question coming in from Stephen Kirk. Stephen says, as an audio engineer focusing in music, should I also be trying to promote music of the artists that I mix? If so,
Absolutely.
Any ideas on how to go about that?
Absolutely. I mean, what you should do, if that's where you're at this point with engineering and mixing, you should actually create a website for yourself or get somebody who can get you a splash page. Because what you'll want to do is list all the artists you've worked with and all the records you've mixed, who you've engineered, and maybe even get into the details of how you recorded this particular session. If it was a live session, how you mic'd things, kind of, you know, let folks into your world of what you do and how and what your techniques are. Yes. To me, that's always a great way. But that's always a great way to also promote the stuff you're working on, along with the artist and along with yourself. So definitely keep that in mind.
And also shout out to Greg. He's looking for mixing help. So send resumes to connected@rrfedu.com so we can hook you up with him. It's a friend of the family, if you will.
Yes, absolutely.
That's looking for mixing help. Michael says, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, shout out to Mason. He said already sent. Thanks. We look forward to checking that out, bro.
Michael says, can you comment or encourage some of us that aren't just waiting on grind ups, but also networking and creating opportunities for others to help?
Is that a question?
Is it? Yes.
So,
He basically, he would love some encouragement. There are people in this, there are people, thank y'all, that are not just waiting around, but are out in the world hustling and making happen. And they would love a comment or some encouragement for those of people that aren't just sitting around waiting for them.
oh, absolutely. I mean, I think what we do here every Monday, Chloe, is really based on that. Because, even for us, we still got to make it a point to get out there and grind and pound the pavement. And then to make sure we're back here for you guys, providing opportunities and information that X amount of years it's taken for us to even acquire that through our own journey. So, I definitely want to always encourage you guys and shout out you guys that do make it a point to be on your Monday movement, to be on your, looking for any opportunity possible. So definitely shout out to you guys. And we commend you guys, because really that's what it's about. For us to come here every Monday at 11 a.m. to be at show number 39, we're serious about it. So that makes us feel like, okay, Chloe, we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
What lessons we've learned from the week. And I think that the beauty of, not to say like the beauty of us, but I think that the joy of us is that we offer two very different perspectives of like career, but they overlap in so many amazing ways. And if nothing else, to tell you what not to do.
Right.
Got that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, definitely, guys. I mean, it's really about you guys here. It's really about just handing as much information as we possibly can, and giving that baton to you and saying, here, man, go get it. And we'll help you go get it. And I think, too, another thing that I want to stress is that we have, a well-groomed machine, well-oiled machine, which is the recording, film, and radio connection. For those of you who are looking for that experience of the real world as your classroom, and being with folks who are really mentors at a high level, who've produced movies, have produced records, who have engineered incredible records. We also have that opportunity in place for you guys as well. And, if you go to the website, you'll see what we do here at the Recording, Radio, and Film Connection. It's an incredible educational experience. It's not the classroom that you might be used to. It's the real world. The real world is your classroom, and we do things completely different. Like I said, another great thing, you don't have to go and tackle a huge student loan to experience this experience. It's something that will make it work for you guys. And I always want to make sure that we talk about the Recording, Radio, Film Connection, because it's a great platform.
Kat says, I went to film school. I learned a lot, but it was on a real set where I learned to put all that book knowledge into practical use. Holla back. Yes, Kat. I know that's right. Now, Michael, guys, don't you love it when our Connected Faithfuls help Connected Faithfuls? Because Michael says to Stephen, the artists you work with are a part of your mixing resume. If you can try to get them to post your credit on all music, which is a credit to your work.
See, and just, keep in mind, guys, like, when we get to see our viewers interacting with each other and bouncing questions off, and that's really what it's about. A huge part of the show is about you guys reaching out to other people who might be in a completely different city, state, but to share some type of energy and synergy that you guys can formulate, take what we're giving you and make it work for yourselves. And then you get in the community. People always ask us, is it a combination of networking? Is it who you know? It's all of this stuff that we're doing now that really makes it work. So shout out to you guys for interacting and engaging with each other, because that's what it's all about.
Yes, opening dialogues, creating conversations, and connections, real life connections.
Real life connections.
That's a good button.
That is. Is there anything we're missing? Anybody else got any questions? Trying to make sure we get them all answered today as best as we can.
Because we're going into Thanksgiving, guys. Regardless if you don't celebrate.
You know what? I'm so ready for some turkey, Chloe. I am so ready for some turkey.
Oh, wait. Michael says, I want to create a space for us to help each other over long distances when ops are too far. There's plenty of online work for all of us. HMU people, I love you so. I love to network. What does HMU mean? Shout out to Chloe and Michael, thank you. What does HMU mean? Oh, hit me up.
Hit me up, son.
Don't.
But yeah, and also too, guys, you know, if we don't close, if I forget to mention this as we close out, I want to encourage everybody to also, as you're on the grind, take a moment to enjoy Thanksgiving with your family, your loved ones, because I know I'm going to be doing that. And same to you, Chloe, man. You know, it's anytime we get to make it to the end of the year, it's always a blessing being able to do it with doing what we love. So yeah, definitely happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And you best believe we will be here next Monday at 11 a.m. with the goods.
Just want to say, this is to your point, in this world and climate and all of the things, to be able to live from a place of love is the best gift of all. And I love being here with you all. I love being here with you is our team, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this family. So thank you for welcoming me in, and thank you all for tuning in every week.
Yeah, and shout out to Wes. We got another first timer. Shout out to you, Wes. Thank you for taking the time to join us, man. And again, this is something we do every Monday at 11 a.m. 5 job opportunities that only can be found here. 5 additional job opportunities that you can find on our website, man. So make sure you get dialed in and stay dialed in. And hey, man, let the community welcome you here, man. We got a lot of Q&A, a lot of folks here chatting amongst each other now, which is always great. Manolo said, happy Thanksgiving, but don't eat my turkey. Man,
they would.
So yeah, guys, I think that pretty much wraps up our show today.
A pre-Thanksgiving show.
Great, yeah, absolutely. Great Thanksgiving show. I got a long, 3 days ahead of me, Monday, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing my co-host, my beautiful co-host, Wednesday.
I'm gonna wear a dress.
We're gonna have a team dinner, and Chloe says she's gonna wear a dress.
I'm gonna wear a dress.
Oh my. And guys, it's been great. We gotta shout out our team who consistently make this thing happen every week for you guys, which is Brian, Howie, Mike, Jay. Who am I missing, Chloe?
Leah,
Chevy.
Yeah, you said Brian. We said Michael. There's Mike, and then there's Michael. Everybody. That's just Edwin.
Edmund. And we look forward to seeing you guys here next week. All right. Until then, man, make sure you have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. Embrace your folks, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your kids, because I know that's what I'm going to be doing. I know Chloe will be doing the same. And we love you, man. And I look forward to seeing you guys here next week. I'm your host, DJ Is, my lovely co-host.
I'm Chloe Wyatt Taylor.
Yes, and we are connected. We'll catch you on the next one, folks. Peace. We out.